Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. It is hate week still, guys, and the Philadelphia Eagles are about to square off against them Dallas Cowboys. How you doing today? I brought in Cowboy creator Elton Coston. Did I say that right? We're good?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Go ahead and let everybody know about your channel and everything like that, where you come from.
Yeah. I actually live out in Vegas, but I actually do Cowboys content and also boxing content.
Nice. And how long you been a Cowboy fan your whole life?
Woo. For the past 30 something years, yeah.
That's what's up. What's up? So, how do you like your team so far?
I
Give me
actually
some
like it
goods, some
better than
bads.
last. Hmm?
I said, give me some goods, some bads, and some things you
Um,
guys think you need to work on. Victory.
I actually like it a lot better than last year. I actually like we are adapting to what the defense give us on offense. Defense is much improved. I mean, they are still giving up a bunch of yards passing, but they aren't breaking. So I am good with that. I'm getting turnovers.
Yeah, man. You guys are what, leading the league in turnovers now, aren't you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Hey, we got some injuries too coming in. Our big guy Lotta twisted his knee, so he's doubtful for this Monday night, which is a blessing for you guys because the big boy out there from Australia definitely know how to play that ball. And then
yeah,
also, the only thing good is we might be having Zach Ertz back, so that's another good thing for our team. Our coach is getting ready for either way, with him or without him. He said he got a game plan ready to go for you guys. Other big injuries, we lost Brandon Graham, Brandon Brooks. Who else is out right now? I think those are all the key players out, but we got Landon Dickerson starting at right guard, and then we got maybe Rogers if Ertz doesn't play coming up for tight end. So yeah, we're gonna have Milton Williams and Kerrigan over there at that end spot with giving some more touch plays to Josh Sweat and Barnett. So we ready to go, man. We ready to go. I can't wait for Monday night. How do you feel about your injuries on your side of the ball?
well, we are more losing players to COVID. We lost Keanu Neal to COVID, Bradley and out of COVID. We actually had a few injuries. Dorrance Armstrong, I mean, he's a rotational guy. So we are getting kicked by damn COVID more than anything right now.
But you guys get Randy Gregory back?
Yeah, yeah. We actually get Randy Gregory back this week, and actually next week some of our guys come back, but that actually
Yeah,
won't
next
help us
week.
this week.
But yeah, that's good. They can come back all they want next week. We don't see y'all again to week 17. So, it's all good. They can stay out one more game, make sure they're fully healthy by the time they get back. So, we can get the W. So, so how do you think the players that's going to step in are going to do for those guys that are going to be out for this game?
More than likely Parsons is gonna play edge again, which I like. I mean, versus Lane Johnson, that is gonna be a tough go for him. But I like Randy Gregory on Andre Dillard. I really like
I
that.
bet you do like
I really
Randy
like that
Gregory on
matchup.
Andre Dillon. I don't like it. I
I
definitely
really
don't like
like that matchup.
that. But I do
So
like the whole Parsons thing. Like everybody's hyped on Parsons. I know Dallas is really hyped on him right now. He had a great game last week. I guess the first game it was like his rookie game, so he did all right. But last week he really showed up and showed out. But yeah, I told everybody, man, Lane Johnson's a different beast, though. Our offensive line is a different beast than what you guys went against last week in San Diego. Like Lane Johnson's when he's healthy, he's like the best right tackle in the game. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for your boy, Mr.
yeah,
Parsons, to get to that quarterback.
yep, I agree. I agree. Lane Johnson's gonna be a monster. You can't take nothing from him.
How you like your linebacker play so far this year?
They aren't looking confused, which is always great because last year they act like they didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah. Your defense definitely improved from last year. You know what I'm saying? They are, like I said, number one in takeaways, but they are, you know, 31st in passing to pass defense. So how do you think that's going to play out? With our young guns over here, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and Jalen Reagor, all three 4.3 40 speed receivers. I know Diggs is having a great start to this year. A great start to his young career. But do you think you guys will be able to stop these guys?
Watching you guys, y'all actually do a bunch of quick passes that actually set up the deep goal. So I am hope, I am hoping we actually tackle well. But to me, I would put Diggs on Devontae Smith. I mean, they were former teammates, so I know they know each other well.
Yeah, they definitely know each other well over there. I'm actually looking for. I'm hoping you guys play them 101 this game. Because last week we had a lot of coverage rolled over to Devontae Smith. So I didn't like that too much. He wasn't getting as open as he normally does. That first game, he was open a lot. But the last game they double covered him. They had Josh Norman and then another safety over the top of him. So do you think you guys gonna have to double coverage Devontae Smith, or do you think
I
you're gonna
really
play him
think
one
they
on one?
trust Diggs with Smith.
Okay. How you feeling about Brown? Because everybody, all the other content creators I talked to this week said that Brown is garbage. But I'm like, hey, he can't be that garbage if he's leading your team, in tackles. You got more tackles than your linebackers. You got more
With
tackles than your line.
that ain't a good thing though.
It's not a good thing, but your top two
That
your
ain't a good
top two
thing.
tack your top two tacklers on your team is from your safety and your cornerback. Where the linebackers at? Where the DTs, the DNs and stuff at this year?
Yeah, because you're not really throwing. I mean, running the ball. So, I mean, plus we done played Herbert and Brady. I mean, it ain't no disrespect to Hurts, but that's you like okay. I can breathe a little bit, but Hurts can hurt you with his legs. That's how I look at it. I mean, everybody gonna have to play contain. You want to keep him in a pocket. You don't want him rolling out because if he gets to rolling out, is when he gets dangerous.
Yeah, man. But see, that's what I love about it. Because everybody's like, Hurts can hurt us with his legs, but they forget about the boy's arm. He definitely got an arm. He's made some great throws over his young career. And like I said before, he's the only quarterback in his first six starts to throw for over 1,300 yards, rush for over six and still have six touchdowns. So, like, that's more than Brady, Dak, Peyton Manning, any of the legends you've ever heard of, playing a game. So he can't be doing that bad in terms of the passing.
Oh
I
no,
got.
he isn't bad at passing at all.
Mhm. So, do you think that if we were to run on you guys, it'll be effective because your linebackers aren't getting these tackles? You know what I'm saying? And with our strong offensive line, when they're all healthy, we got the best in the league, like one of the best in the league. We do got Brooks out, but Landon Dickerson is no slouch. He was the highest rated lineman in this last year's draft. And I live here in Alabama. I seen the boy play. He's a road grader. And everybody's taking last week of thinking, okay, he's not that good. But he had some ups, he had some downs last week. But with a full week of practice since last week, he probably didn't even think he was going to play in the game. With a full week of practice, I think Landon's going to be just fine this week. So, how do you guys see that shaping out? Do you think we're going to be able to run on you guys?
Maybe not of the gut. Maybe to the outside. Teams haven't. I mean, Eckler had a decent day running, so Tampa didn't run, and neither did we. So you really can't take too much from that game because nobody was really trying to run the ball. Last week they actually played the run pretty decent. It ain't like there was railroad holes last year whenever anybody wanted to run the ball on us. So I like that improvement. I mean, I am glad Brooks and the left tackle's out, so that makes it a little bit easier to stop.
Yeah,
But
man.
y'all actually guys still got Kelsey and Lane Johnson, so
Yeah, we still got Kelson Johnson, like I said, and I'm telling people like I wanted Dickerson to start from the jump, to be honest, but I didn't want him to start for Brooks. I all wanted him to start for Sayamalo, and but then Sayamalo comes out the first week of the season, and he's the highest graded left guard in the game, and then I'm like, whoa, he's doing good though. And it's like, when are you gonna get to see Landon Dickerson play? And everybody was like, I was hoping for maybe week 5, week 6, let him get fully recovered, get out there, learn the playbook inside and out, and then get into there. But it seems like that's everybody's wish is coming through because Landon's playing this week, and we're gonna see what he can do back there. What is your take on Jalen Hurts in this run offense. We are I think third in rushing this year. That RPO game will be running strong with Miles Sanders and Kenny Gainwell. How do you feel about those running backs, Kenny Gainwell, Miles Sanders, and then putting Jalen Hurts there? Because Jalen Hurts is leading all of them from Miles, Kenny Gainwell, Zeke, Pollard. He leads all of them in rushing by himself.
I would rather Jalen Hurts do the running than Miles Sanders because Miles Sanders is a touchdown waiting to happen.
Yeah, true
So
that. How do you
I
feel about
don't
you? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
because with Parsons having to probably play edge means Jalen Smith is playing, which scares all us Cowboys fans because he don't read and diagnose well, and actually for read option teams, that actually worries me going into this game.
Would you rather see Parsons at linebacker?
No, but it's just but the way the D line has been hit because our D line has probably been hit worse than any part of our team. So I mean, to me, we got the linebackers to fill in because if Jalen has to play, he has to play. But
Mhm.
I am not as comfortable with him playing 50 snaps. If Jalen is playing 15 to 20, I like it. When he's playing more than that is when it gets iffy.
Mm-hmm. And how you like about your quarterback, Dak? He's coming in pretty hot. He had a 400-yard game and then like what 300 yards last week or something like that, somewhere around there. How do you like his play? And are you worried at all that it is the beginning of the season, but once the season continues on, he might re-injure that shoulder? Because they did some stats here, and he's only 2 for 7 for passes over 20 yards, one touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So how do you feel about that? Do you think it's more the scheme based? Because he is one of the uh, fastest releasing quarterbacks out there right now. He's getting rid of the ball at a very rapid rate. Do you think it's just more of the scheme, or do you think they're just saving his arm for later on?
I actually think they're trying to get him in rhythm because short passes get your QB in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, right now, I don't think the defense because versus the Bucks, they actually blitzed a lot, so you're not trying to hold the ball on. The Chargers was playing too high, so to actually deep safety, so you aren't gonna really get a lot of deep chances versus that. So he's been taking what the defense is giving him, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. And how you feel about your young offensive lineman up front? I know you guys got Zach Markin back, but you guys had Lau Collins out again, and
Yeah,
then
he's
you
out
guys,
with that BS suspension. It is
yeah.
what it is.
And
I
what do you
mean,
guys?
I like how the O line is playing both games. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, when we finally get our full O line back, yeah, I like how we're gonna look going forward. To me, the way I like our offense, we can do what you want us to do. If you want us to pass on you, we can pass. If you want us to run, we can run. So I don't think we need to force anything.
Okay, do you think you could be able to run with our big stocky boys? We got Hargrave playing one of his best seasons, beginning 2 games of his career right now. He's on fire. We got Hassan Ridgway's on fire. That back comes in that rotation. And then, we got Big Fletch Cox. You know what he can do already. So how do you feel about that middle and us running up? You guys try to run up that middle.
We ain't gonna run up the middle. I don't look forward to that. Fletcher Cox and Zach Martin usually always plays to a stalemate. I am not really liking our center versus Hargrave, but I think we can get to the edge, especially with Brandon Graham being out.
Yeah, I guess you guys will probably target, you know, Mr. Either Ryan Kerrigan or the rookie Milton Williams side the most, considering that Sweat and Barnett are on that other side and they've been playing at a decent level this year.
I mean, Kerrigan knows our offense because he's played in Washington for so long. So, mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think I don't expect a big game running. I don't think it'll be effective enough. So if we need to play action, we can do that.
And how do you feel about you guys' defense giving up what, like 20? You guys are averaging what, 21 points a game right now,
Yeah,
as as opposed to our defense only averaging 11 points. You think you could be able to change that this Monday night?
yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, because
We got
I
two
don't
solid
because
corners.
I because I don't think your secondary can match up.
How don't you see that happening? We got big play Slay, who, if you look at his whole career, Amari Cooper, especially not a injured Amari Cooper, has not ever been able to do anything against big play Slay for real, for real. And then you're gonna have Steven Nelson Island over there on Mister Lamb. And I don't, I think we probably gonna have to put a little bit of extra coverage on Lamb. I'm not gonna lie, he is a baller. He's been balling out there, and I think he's averaging like 15 targets a game right now for you guys. So it seemed like you guys are pretty much not forcing, but majority of your targets are going to Lamb right now. Even though I think the Tampa Bay game, Cooper did have a couple of good catches over there, and I think he had the most yards of that one game. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
they
guys
were
def-
they yeah they was close. I am looking. I mean, I like Cedric Wilson, who is stepping up for Michael Gallup, who is probably out 2 to 3 more weeks. So
mm-hmm.
I mean, like our tight ends going up the scene. I mean, y'all actually got a safety that I wanted in the free agency with Harris, but I like what we got.
You think your tight ends are really good? Do you not realize we done went against top five tight ends, and they didn't do nothing on us? I know Pitts is a rookie, and like I told everybody, his rookie game, he ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we get him, week 6 or 7 after he done got the NFL down, then yeah, he'll be lighting it up because as you see, he's starting to get better every week. But that first game, I kind of knew we had advantage. But even after that, we went against Kittle, who is arguably the best tight end, and he only got 29 yards on us.
Yeah, I actually think you're playing a better quarterback this week. I think
Everybody wants to target Jimmy G, right? They're like, hey, Jimmy G's garbage. But if you look at it, he has like one of the best
win
winners
percentages.
in the league.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the tight ends this week is going to be the matchup because I think y'all going to shade the safeties to the receivers.
Mm-hmm. But that will play the strength. If you guys decided, I think personally, if you guys decided to just do more passing, I think that would be our strength as opposed to if you were to actually get Zeke started. Because I think most of the time you guys win, you guys get Zeke started, and like Zeke isn't having the career he's had early in his career. He's starting to pick back up this year. I guess people are saying he's looking a lot better this year than he did last year. Last year he had the dropsies out there. Fumbling the ball a lot. But how do you feel about the people that think Pollard's going to take over for Zeke at that head back there?
No, because they actually complement each other. I think Pollard's the guy who can break a long run, but Pollard's not a guy you give 25 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke ain't gonna break the long runs no more, but Zeke is gonna protect Dak in pass protection. Pollard's not gonna do that. You can't put all that on Pollard, which is fine. They are in a perfect two-back system now.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke has his purpose. I think if late in the season, if you need to run somebody 25 carries, Zeke's that guy. If
Mm-hmm.
you need to pop a big one out, Zeke's done beat up the defenses when you bring in Pollard. To
Okay.
me, it's a perfect compliment. I don't think you can have a one back system now with either one of them. It's not going to be as effective, at least to me.
Yep, Bobby, I did see that as Ertz is coming out there. So you say you matched up good with our three receivers, right? What about our two top 10 tight ends over there and Goddard and Ertz? Who's going to have to cover those guys?
That actually probably worried me more in years past because y'all tight ends usually killed us.
Mm-hmm.
I like our safeties more this year, so
But
I
is it Keanu
expect
O'Neal not playing, right? He
hmm?
was a safety linebacker. Who's
Well,
your mainstay over there?
yeah, he is playing linebacker, but I mean, and then he's out. But I like our three safeties, Hooker, Kazee and Kurtz. I mean, I expect y'all tight ends to do good. They always do. So I'm not expecting us to go out there and hold them to 3 catches.
What would you say would be the three things to win? If you can just break it down to three things, if you guys win in these three spots, that'll win you guys the game this week.
If we keep winning the turnover battle,
Mm-hmm.
we actually keep that clean and actually force Jalen Hurts to stay in the pocket.
Okay. See, on my side, it's like pressure on Dak is number one. You know, he has been releasing early, but I think with our cornerbacks, if we can do some more, press man, because I don't want us to be playing the zone against these guys. I think if we play a zone, you guys can probably hurt us a lot worse that way. Having those guys backed up, you can run the ball with Zeke, Pollard, throw those short passes to Lamb, and that wouldn't be very good for our defense for that game. So I want us to go ahead and do like mix it up. Obviously, you can't just play one defense the whole game, but let's do a little bit man press early in the game. Press up those guys on the offensive line to make Dak hold it for an extra second or two, and hopefully our defensive tackles can get home there. And then I would say number two is linebackers have to flow to the ball. Wherever it's at, I want to see group tackling, game tackling. We got to stop the run game before it even gets started. Get
Yeah,
pressure to make them guys not even want to run the ball early in the game. Take that element away from their game. And then three would be turnovers. We have only giving up 11 points a game, but we have zero turnovers right now. We have sacks. I think we have one more sack than you guys, but turnovers, you guys are definitely way ahead of us in that because we have zero. So I think this game needs to be the first game, rivalry week. Get out there and get some turnovers. I'm hoping for maybe an interception, maybe a strip sack on Dak. You know what I'm saying? So that will be my hope. And I think if we do those three things, we definitely should be winning this game.
yeah, yeah. The sound. Yeah, to me, definitely on defense, we actually got to stay in our lanes on options because if not, Sanders could pop a big 60, 70 yarder, and if we don't want to give you guys momentum. Um, Especially the home opener, Dak's first game back in AT&T Stadium since the injury. So I know that place is going to be on fire Monday night. And Jimmy Johnson's getting his Hall of Fame ring.
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, man. I bet you guys wish you never got rid of that guy,
Yeah,
right? What do you say to the guys that be like, come on, Cowboys, you guys always come out here with a better roster, more talented team. But, if you look in the last, 20 years or so, the Eagles have definitely have more playoff wins than you guys. So how do you feel about that? And what do you think it's going to take for the Cowboys to finally get over that hump?
probably luck, better luck, because the Cowboys. If you look at their last couple of playoff losses, you like it's usually one or so plays. You like the Dez catch, the
Mhm.
damn throw Aaron Rodgers through to Jared Cook. I'm like, that doesn't happen versus nobody else but us. So
Yeah, man. It
I
is
mean,
luck, man.
because sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good.
So, what is the major strength of your team this year that you guys can hang your hat on through 2 weeks?
I think the offense.
Hmm.
I I think we can move the ball on any defense. I don't I don't care who you are. We can move the ball on any defense. It's
Hmm.
just being consistent in the red zone. I think once we get that, to me, the only thing our offense is missing is that major tight end. If we get a
Hmm.
major tight end, it is nothing you can do to stop our offense.
Oh, that's
Other
pretty
than a bad game, because everybody's gonna have a bad game. I don't care who you are. Everybody has 2 to 3 games where just don't nothing work. Like it's one of them days.
And what do you say about the fans out there saying the Eagles are coming to take over Jerry's world? You know what I'm saying? That the Eagles run deep. We go deep everywhere we go. You know, do you think there will be more Cowboy blue inside that stadium than Eagle green?
Definitely not. Not on this Monday. Not on this Monday. That coming back? Nah, not on this Monday. It's gonna be filled to capacity, and I can't wait. As soon as I get off work, the game should be on within 15 minutes. Since I live in Vegas, game come on around 5 something, and I get home around then. So I can't wait. I'm
Straight
gonna
to the
be
game.
looking at the clock all day. It's almost Monday night. It's almost Monday night.
Almost Monday night. Yeah, man. It's gonna be exciting, man. I'm really excited to see what happens in this game. You know what I'm saying? I think that the best part that we still have unpredictable. We got young coaches. Where it's not you guys aren't playing the same old Eagles team. We got a different scheme, different coaching, and we're still early in the season. So if these guys are going to bring out some new tricks, it's still early enough to still see those. So
That
I
is
think
actually what um that is actually what I predicted on my show that I did for the breakdown. I'm like, I actually think the Eagles gonna do some onside kick or something like that to throw you off. I mean, I would. Man,
right,
it ain't like you got anything to lose.
right. It's hey. Do you feel like if the Eagles beat the Cowboys, or I should say, when the Eagles beat the Cowboys,
If
your season? How
you
would you feel about
first,
your season moving forward after taking the L to the Birds?
if they lost, I would still look at it the same because I was like, okay. To me, I looked at the first four games as the real preseason. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I would like to go 3-1, 4-0, but if they started slow, it actually wouldn't shock me since actually most of the starters don't play on preseason. So I'm
Right.
like, okay, I am not really gonna panic too much off the first four games. You would like to be above your head above the water, but if somehow a miracle happens and they lost on Monday, I'm like, okay, we get them week 17.
But you finally have that belief thing into it, like, okay, I have to give it to the Eagles. They are the better team in the NFC East.
I ain't gonna give them that. I'm like, all right, the sun shines on the dog's ass every so often. Let,
How
no,
do you
but
see?
it's, I mean, if it's possible to lose, I mean, I'm not going in like this is an easy win. It's a game I think we're gonna win, but if they got mistakes, they'll lose.
Right, right. Too many turnovers or any kind of mistakes in the game could definitely get you that L. How do you see the division as a whole shaping out?
To me, the division is better than it was last year, but the way the schedule is setting up, Washington can possibly lose their next 4 or 5 games. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at their schedule, Bills, Chiefs, Saints, you like even though they may be better, they might the record may look worse. The Eagles are better than I thought they would be, and the Giants are the wild card because if Daniel Jones plays good, to me that's a scary team. So I actually think they might end up being in last place because I think they're gonna turn on their coaches by on mid season.
Well, they definitely got a good start of them being on last place because they are 0-2. My God,
But
going into
actually, their actually schedule gets easy the next couple weeks.
I
If
guess
you look at the Giants' schedule, like okay, they because they play Atlanta tomorrow. I'm like they should beat Atlanta because Atlanta's the worst team right now in the league.
think they can beat Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they
Danny
can.
Food Stamps at quarterback.
Hmm.
I said with Danny Food Stamps at quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Danny actually half a cent to steal the quarterback, so
All right, I
yeah,
think
he's
you
either
guys.
hot or cold. You like
I think this division is going to come down to us or you guys. And this is going to be a big game to help because we don't play again in week 17. Like you said, our hardest 6 games are these first 6. On our schedule. So if we can pull this one out, what I'm saying, people are expecting us to lose, to KC and to lose to Tampa Bay. So I imagine, I hope that we can pull at least one of those out of there. As long as we can go 3-3 or at least like 4-2, 3-3 in these first 6 games, I think we'll be all right the rest of the season. But if we lose to you guys, that's gonna make it a lot harder because we already are at 1. So that'd be like 2-4, which still wouldn't be the end of the world because we have some easier opponents coming up after that. But I definitely want to at least be 3-3, but definitely try to go for that 4-2 range. Going into uh that middle stretch of games there because at the end we just go straight NFC
division
East
game.
back to back to back to back.
Yeah, it seemed like the league gave all of us all the division games the last month of the season. Because I think Washington has 5 division games in this, like the last month of the season. I think y'all are the same way, where y'all got mostly division games at the end of the year.
Yeah, we
We
played you
had
guys,
four, and we had
Washington.
four division games at the end of the year. Twice
Mm,
versus Washington, the Giants, and you guys,
mm.
and only the Cardinals, which was a division game a long, long time ago. Well, yeah, we actually pretty much straight played division games the last month of the season.
Yeah, because I got the division shaping down. Us, you guys, Washington, then the Giants. And I imagine you probably have something similar, but
Yeah,
probably with you guys on top.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. I am just hoping no major injuries, how we was last year, because that'll be a big, because that'll change the whole playing field.
Yeah, definitely. Injuries can change the whole outlook of all my predictions, but I'm hoping that we've taken our injury lumps, this early in the season. Hopefully we can stay healthy the rest of this way, because that'd definitely be better for our team. Give me three hot takes from this game, you know,
And
and some really hot takes, not just, something that could happen. Give me something that if it were to happen, for sure, like some hot takes.
I actually think if we win tomorrow, we actually probably go on a good 7, 8 game winning streak, which will which will come to head versus the Chiefs.
Okay. So what about and the hot takes for the game though? Like like something like Dak's gonna throw 500 yards. That was one
Oh
of
no,
them hot
I
takes.
don't think that. I actually think both Coop and CD Lamb have 100 yards.
Ooh, that's a hot take. I like that. Give me two more.
Michael Parsons gets another sack, and also Trayvon Diggs gets another interception.
Ooh, all right. My hot takes, like I said, is we had zero. We're getting three turnovers of this game. You know what I'm saying? Like Dak has thrown some picks, so far early in this season. So I think it's still possible, and I definitely think we're gonna get definitely one, at least one or two picks, but a strip fumble too from one of our defensive linemen on one of them young linemen you guys got up front. So that'll be one hot take. And my other hot take is you're gonna see the Jalen Hurts back at home in Texas, under the star, baby. And he's gonna play like a star. He's gonna have 350 yards passing and rush for 100 yards with at
Woo!
least three touchdowns going into this game this week. That'll be my second hot take. And then my third hot take is gonna be that everybody thinks, even all the Eagle fans, that Dickerson's trash. Not Dickerson, Dillard's trash. But Dillard's gonna have probably one of the highest graded players on our offensive line. That's really a hot take I'm praying for. So I'm gonna throw that one out there.
Yes, it is. Because if that was wrong, Randy Gregory's about to wreck the game plan.
Shannon throws two picks and has a sack fumble. He said Zeke is washed. He said, "Do you feel like Zeke can become like a top back in the league again, or you think those days are over?"
I actually think Zeke can still be a top back. I don't know if he's going to get the carries to do it, but it all depends on the week. It all depends on how the teams play us. I mean, if they want to stop the pass, I think Zeke can still dominate. So
All right. Well, let's get to the nitty gritty. First off, is this going to be a close game or is this going to be a blowout?
no, I don't think it's a blowout. I actually picked on my channel Cowboys 28, Eagles 20.
Oh, okay. So just a little nice little 8 point game. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I like that. I can respect that. I don't like who's winning that game, but I can respect that a little bit. He says Amari Cooper's never around. In important games, he disappears like a fart. What? Yeah, I did see him check out some games last. I did see that. Uh, yes, his best game have been against the Eagles. That's true, but I think Big Play Say got something for him. I got the game like this, and this is no disrespect to the Cowboys, but I feel like if we would have won last week, right, coming into this game, you guys probably we could have been too high going into the game to the point where like you guys could have took advantage of that and probably even won this game. But I think since we had a reality check, a game we should have won against a playoff caliber team like the San Francisco 49ers, and we lost it, right? And a big reason was because of the coaching. That the coaching's got a good look in the mirror, and they're gonna come back with an awesome game plan, and it's gonna be a game. With I had one score prediction, but I have to change it a little bit now that Mailata's out, and we got Dillon on that side. 'Cause I think that could be a big issue, with your DNs over there. So I'm gonna go 31-17 Eagles. You guys go 2 touchdowns, field goals, gets kind of close the first half, but by the second half, those young receivers break out, show up and show out.
Okay. Okay.
Gonna
I'm looking forward to it.
be a close game. He's smoking raw. Zeke 90 millions for a third down back. Oh my God, Bobby. Stop it. All right. Well, what I like to do at the end of my shows here, usually I have Eagle content creators on here, so we go through your first time on, you go through an all-time Eagles team. But since you are a Cowboys fan, and I do know a bit about the Cowboys history playing you guys, but we're gonna go through your all-time Cowboys team, some of the best players and favorite players that you've had, growing up and watching. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and give you some positions, how many of them I need, and then you can break me down with the players. Like I said, it don't have to be the person that has the most yards and that, whatever, the best stats and that. This is your favorite team, you know.
Oh, okay. If I'm going strictly my favorite, it'll be
Yeah,
strictly 90s and above, so I ain't gotta put them
okay.
70s guys that I never seen play.
All right. So we're gonna start out with the quarterback. Who's gonna be your starting quarterback, and who's gonna be backing them up?
Aikman, Aikman gonna be the starter. Dak's gonna be the backup.
All right. Give me three running backs.
Emmett, Zeke, and probably DeMarco Murray. Yeah,
Oh, Murray. He played for us too, man. I remember Murray. What up with that? Give me two tight ends.
Jason Witten and Novacek.
Okay. Four receivers.
T.O. Irvin, Mari, and Dez.
Nice. So who's gonna be on that starting offensive line?
Tyron Smith, Larry Allen, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and Eric Williams.
Woo! That is a big boy line right there. Give me your starting defensive line.
See, this is where it gets hard because I don't. Because if I'm running the if I'm running the 3-4, I could put Demarcus Ware outside linebacker, but I'm gonna run a 4-3, so I'm gonna go Charles Haley and Demarcus Ware, Leroy Glover, and
Ooh.
probably Leon Lett.
Lead in the house. That's nice right there. How about your three linebackers?
Whew. I am gonna go with the young gun early. Michael Parsons,
Whoa, Parsons makes the team.
Ken Norton, and probably Dexter Coakley.
Okay. What about your three cornerbacks?
You already know one.
I know
Prime
Prime.
time.
Prime got to make the team.
You know Prime's making the team. Probably Terrence Newman, and I like Young Diggs.
Diggs. Okay, got two young bucks on the roster. Give me your three safeties.
Darren Woodson, Roy Williams. We ain't been that great at safety.
I got two.
I got to probably Brock Marion.
Okay. Uh, who's gonna be the kicker
Dan Bailey,
and the punter?
Mac McBride,
Defensive coordinator.
defensive coordinator Butch Davis.
Butch Davis. Who's the offensive coordinator? Like, this is the ones like this. If your offensive coordinator was your head coach, you can be one. But if you got two separate ones, head coach and offensive coordinator, give me the names of them.
Oh no, I would do all the offensive coordinator North Turner,
And then a head coach,
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, the guy that's coming into the game to get his rings put up. All right, my guy. It was great having you on today. Thank you. Good luck to your team this week because you guys are going to need it because the birds are coming. Okay, but
Sorry, I am already apologizing what we're gonna do to you guys. How actually Nino said on New Jack City, this is business, it isn't personal.
It's never personal, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
It's
We're
business. It's
still
not.
NFC East family, you know. We're still NFC East. What up, my boy Ruthless and Lucas? Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at, you know, on
Yeah,
your
I
social
mean
media.
my channel's simple Elton Coston, just like you see on the screen name. So it ain't hard to find me.
And you're on YouTube,
Yep,
Twitter. Are you
yep,
on Facebook groups?
yep. I am on Twitter. I think my Twitter name is like at DC2423.
All right, all right. Well, hey, thanks again, and please, guys, subscribe to this channel. You know, we like to support everybody to come on Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. To go subscribe to the Elton Coston, and then also we are on the road to 1K. You know, what I'm saying we're 880 in our first 3 months. Let's go ahead and get us over the hump there. You know, let's get to that 1K mark in our first 3 months. That'd be awesome. You know, the watch hours are right there too. I think we're at 3,200 watch hours, so it's looking to we're gonna collide at the same time here. Hopefully, it'll be this month. So you guys get out there, spread the news, spread the word. Also, if you need a gift, whether it's a birthday gift, parents gift, early Christmas gift, Law Terrain Watchers is a sponsor of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. If you use promo code BirdGang31, you'll get 10% off. So you go ahead and get your nice gift, early Christmas present going. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
And
you, Mrs. Bird Gang 31.
yeah, you know, and like I always say, guys, it is hate week. You know, oh, you got some subs here. That's what's up, guys. I like that. I like that. And like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly. And we going to beat them Cowboys.
We
Till
them
next time.
boys.
Till next time, this is Bird Game Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Game 31, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.